happened then?
What does being a maverick mean to me? I think it means, I have to think about this because like there's so many words rushing through my head.
I do like how Mavericks, it stands for like different and unique and kind of standing out.
For me, it was kind of taking an unconventional route and really taking advantage of what I want from my college experience and being able to go get it.
Freshmen need to see that face of a strong individual, like a leader that's a Mav.
Being a maverick means helping one another.
I think it means being like inclusive.
Being a maverick is just like being a part of a community.
I think of like my Hispanic community, I think of the queer community, I think of standing out, but also standing out together, if that makes sense.
We must ensure every student has an extraordinary experience and enjoys a true sense of belonging here.
I always thought that I belonged to Mercy. It's a beautiful campus, wonderful people. I feel peace when I come to Mercy.
Honestly, I think Mercy just had a special kind of aura to it.
I love the community.
It's family, it's tight-knit, it's professors who are willing to help, it's understanding what your students are going through.
What I need from my college experience is very tailored to me and who I am, and I've been able to find that through the resources here at Mercy.
I always felt the support from my professors, my PAC mentor.
They gave me links to like scholarships, applications. They gave me options that I couldn't see by myself.
I wanted to go to a school that would accept me and know my name.
We listen to our students. We are creative and flexible in finding new ways to help them achieve their goals.
In every way, my Mercy education and my experience has been transformational. That was our founding mission.
Of this university, which is now forever my home, I'm very proud and honored to say I am a Mercy Maverick.
And I'm a very proud Maverick today and will always be.
Today at Mercy, I am a very proud Maverick.
Being a Maverick to me means just being a person here at Mercy that does whatever they can to foster and build a community, make it safe, make it fun.
Feeling like a family, but also a family pushing you out into the world.
Because that's the whole point, right? You get your degree, you go on and work.
I'm super, super, super grateful for the connections that I've made here.
Mercy was one of the top schools in which I saw a good career path for myself.
Right now, given the challenges our nation faces, Mercy's approach to education is needed more than ever.
A lot of the students here are first gen, and I am as well, so being able to uplift one another, and you can see it in the atmosphere all over campus where everyone's a helping hand.
To help and become a better person for future generations, it gives me the motivation to just keep going and achieve my goals.
Mercy offers the opportunity and the pathway to prosperity and stability for those willing to invest in themselves and make the most of their experiences.
I got to meet all these amazing people. I've done all these great things. To say that I'm in college, I'm almost done, I'm almost at the finish line, it's something that words can't describe.
I would consider Mercy as my home because we all one and we all a team.
I love the feeling of community at Mercy, and I look forward to continuing to build that culture in the coming months and years.
Mercy's still going to be here for you even after you're graduating, so I think that's really important.
I'm not necessarily closing the chapter on Mercy. I think we're just moving along together.
So being a Maverick for me is being able to shape yourself, but also shaping yourself to be a better person for the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 90th commencement exercises of Mercy University for the School of Education and the School of Nursing. I am Dr. Kristen Curry Greenwood, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Our program today includes distinguished student and guest speakers and the conferral of degrees on our graduates. Will you all please rise for the national anthem? Please join Zaire Smith, Isa Sanchez from the class of 2022, and Stephen Burney, class of 2024, in singing our national anthem. Zaire, Isa, and Stephen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, where some gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the lost bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. For the enjoyment of all, we ask that the students and audience remain in the arena until the conclusion of the ceremony. It is now my distinct honor to introduce the 13th President of Mercy University, Dr. Susan L. Parrish. President Parrish.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, families and friends who have joined us today, the trustees and my faculty and staff colleagues who are seated nearby, and most of all, good afternoon to the Mavericks who are graduating today. Woo! Before we begin, let's express our gratitude to the people who have served in the armed forces. Whether you are active duty military, a veteran, or a reservist, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service to our country. What a beautiful day for a graduation. With everything that is happening in the world today, I can't help but think that a lot of us seem to have been holding our breath. Today is a fitting day to exhale. Now, class of 2025, I'd like to spend a moment recognizing your people, the ones who got you here. And I don't just mean academically. Family and friends who were with us or watching on the live stream, you have made sacrifices, financial ones, emotional ones, everyday ones, so that this day could happen. Some of you sat up at night worried if the sacrifice would be worth it. And they are. Look around. These are your students in cap and gown. Their graduation is your achievement too. So graduates, before we agreed, So graduates, I want you to do me a favor. Stand up, find your people, turn around, and let's thank them for helping you here. All right. Thank you, graduates. So class of 2025, when I think about your journey, I can't help but admire your impeccable timing. You began college during a global pandemic. You embody perseverance and resilience. You navigated remote learning, you managed family responsibilities, you juggled jobs, you endured months of financial aid uncertainty. And each of you is here because you adapted, you kept going, and even better, you leaned into community and found ways to help each other through the unknown. Feminist writer and civil rights activist Audre Lorde once wrote, "Without community, there is no liberation, but community must not mean a shedding of our differences, nor the pathetic pretense that these differences do not exist." Basically, she meant that real progress isn't about pretending things are fine. Instead, it's about working together through and across our differences, and that right there is the Mercy way. This is who you are. You might think that I would focus on what lessons Mercy instilled in each of you, but honestly, what matters just as much is what you have taught us. You've shown us what resilience looks like and what it means to build community and to be leaders in the 2020s. For those of you who are moving on to graduate school, new jobs, new adventures, or new cities, we cannot wait to see where you will go. Graduates, your accomplishments while you've been at Mercy are staggering. You have completed rigorous clinical rotations and teaching placements. You've shown compassion and commitment in every setting, from hospitals and health clinics to classrooms and community centers. You earned certifications and practice simulations. You created lesson plans, mentored younger peers, led tutoring sessions, and embraced the responsibility of shaping lives. And you did all this while mastering demanding coursework and balancing countless hours of hands-on learning. You were student athletes, club leaders, and community volunteers. You brought your classroom learning to life, and you enriched our campuses for everyone. There are so many inspiring stories among the graduates who are here with us. One of today's graduates is a single mother who's driven to become a nurse after the loss of a family member. She worked full-time while pursuing her degree, and even a traumatic setback that forced her to step away from the program, she never gave up. And with the support of the program, she came back stronger than ever, made the dean's list, and led the Student Nurses Association. She is at the heart of what it means to be a maverick. Some of today's graduates have turned personal struggles into their own purpose. One future teacher who was open about his learning disability channeled his own experiences into a deep passion for ensuring that every student succeeds. Today's graduates are entering great jobs with Memorial Sloan Kettering, the New York City Department of Education, St. Joseph's, the Bronx Charter School for Excellence, Yonkers Public Schools, Mount Sinai, White Plains Hospital, and new NYU Langone. We cannot wait to see what you will achieve. Each of you has been called to a life of service, You embody mercy. You embody our mission. And we are so excited, and we are truly proud to call you graduates. Graduates, the world needs you. I won't pressure you and say you are our only hope, but I can tell you this, the future is brighter and more compassionate because you are entering the workforce or grad school. You carry with you Mercy values of persistence and purpose, and that makes me enormously optimistic. So I congratulate you on all of the hard work you have demonstrated to get to this point, but it's only the beginning. Let's see where you go. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Parrish. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Josefa Martinez to offer the graduate student address on behalf of the School of Education, class of 2025.
Good afternoon, everyone, faculty, fellow graduates, families, and friends. My fellow graduates, today, you're not just graduating, you're beginning a new journey, ready to make a positive impact on the future of education and healthcare. As I stand here today, I can't help but reflect on the journey that brought me to this moment. Earning my master's degree in education has been a deeply personal and transformative experience. Like many of us, I started this journey juggling work, family, and life's ups and downs. There were definitely moments of doubt, fatigue, and even fear. As a career changer, making the initial decision to go back to school was extremely difficult. I had to stop and consider my family's needs and how this new chapter of my life might directly impact them. Each semester, I had to confront different life obstacles. I wrestled continually with the decision to quit and not complete the program. However, I learned to listen to my inner voice and persevere through life's turbulence. My self-determination allowed me to conquer every semester. My two sons witnessed my struggles to complete the master program, and their strength gave me the push I needed to succeed. It was their optimism and faith in me that got me through. As we celebrate this huge milestone, I want to acknowledge the hard work each of us have put in, as well as the incredible support we had along the way. Our professors, families, and peers. To my two sons, Lorenzo and Marcello, my husband Brian, and my mother Cecilia, your support has given me the strength to keep going. It is because of you I made it here today. As we move forward, let's remember that this is just the beginning. As educators, we have the important job of shaping the minds and futures of the leaders, thinkers, and dreamers of tomorrow. Just as nurses care for their patients with compassion and dedication, educators too must look after their students, fostering their growth, well-being, and future success with the same commitment. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mrs. Martinez. President Parrish will now preside at the conferral of the honorary degree for the School of Education. Assisting is Mercy University trustees, Mr. Gary Bernstein and Mr. James Jenkins.
President Parrish, it's my distinct honor to present Miss Mary Alter Fox for an honorary degree.
Thank you, Trustees Bernstein and Jenkins. Mary Fox Alter, you are an exemplary educational leader whose 4 decades of dedicated service have transformed schools and educational systems throughout New York State, leaving an indelible mark on countless students, educators, and communities. Your impressive career from classroom teacher to superintendent reflects your deep commitment to every facet of education. Beginning at Iona Preparatory School, where you taught social studies and computer science, you demonstrated early on your ability to bridge traditional subjects with emerging technologies. At Pleasantville Union Free School District, you evolved from educator to curriculum coordinator to technology coordinator before advancing to director of instructional services and ultimately serving as superintendent for more than 11 years. Now, as superintendent of Ossining Union Free School Districts, you continue to bring your wealth of experience and visionary leadership to new communities. Your influence extends far beyond the districts you have led directly, though. Through your presidencies of the Lower Hudson Council of School Superintendents, the Southern Westchester BOCES Chief School Administrators Association, and your service on the Executive Council of the New York State Council of School Superintendents, you have shaped educational policy and practice throughout the region and the state. Your current role as board president for the Greenburgh North Castle School District further demonstrates the depth of your commitment to educational governance and advocacy. Mercy University takes particular pride in your accomplishments because, of course, you are an alumna. You have exemplified our values throughout your distinguished career. Your Bachelor of Arts in History and Secondary Education from Mercy provided the strong foundation for your subsequent master's degree from Iona College and your professional diploma from the College of New Rochelle. Your continuing relationship with Mercy as a member of our School of Education Advisory Board reflects your dedication to nurturing future generations of educators. The many accolades you have received, including recognition from the New York State Senate, Assembly, and Board of Regents, as well as Westchester County's Distinguished Female Leader Award, testify to the profound impact of your leadership. Perhaps the most telling is your selection as Teacher of the Year by Pleasantville UFSD, highlighting that even as you rose to administrative heights, you never lost sight of the fundamental importance of excellence in the classroom. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New York and the Board of Trustees of Mercy University, I confer upon you, Mary Fox Alter, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Fox Alter.
Hello, good afternoon. All right, my name, obviously you heard that was like, I didn't really, you know when you have that moment where you're like, is that really me, all that? Okay, I am finishing up my 48th year as an educator. And I have loved every single moment of it, okay? Like many of you, just to give you a highlight, I'm the daughter of immigrants. At the time, Irish immigrants. My parents were each one of 9. They grew up in, like, would be considered poverty in rural Ireland. And no prospects over there. Neither of them even finished what they would call secondary school. That would be from 8th grade to 12th. So no formal degree. They arrive in New York, never seen anything like it before, and had the 6 of us. Their dream was always to move us back to Ireland, where my father would have a small business and go back to farming. They did that a whole bunch of times. It's really what not to do, and it can confuse you to no extent. I went to 3 schools in 3 years, 3 secondary schools, and 2 of them weren't on the same side of the Atlantic Ocean. All right, so it's majorly confusion when you walk into a cafeteria and trying to figure out who you are. But in the midst of those journeys back and forth across the ocean, my parents found a tiny apartment in Dobbs Ferry. And their plan was to go back to Ireland one last time. So at the time I got a job working for the Sisters of Mercy, which is in the Rotunda right now on the main Dobbs Ferry campus. And I was the receptionist there. I was having a great time. My parents were ready to go back. I accelerated through high school. I finished at the end of my junior year. It's advice I would never allow anybody else to do, but I did it with the hopes of going to UCD in Dublin because my entire family was going. So a month before we were all set, everything got sold here, we were all going, I get this very thin little letter from UCD Dublin telling me that they made a decision and they were not going to take an American accelerated student. I had to go back either to Ireland, finish secondary school, or spend a year in an American college or university, and they had a whole list of classes I was supposed to take, including a world language and Latin. I had to pass their matriculation exam in Latin. I went down that night to my job at Mercy, and one of the sisters there saw me, and I just burst into tears. This was the end of May. We were leaving the end of June. What was I going to do? So that sister came down and saw me in an hour, and she made a decision that changed my life. She said, Mary, you know what? You're going to go to Mercy, and we're going to take Sister Maury Armour out of retirement, and she's going to teach you Latin while you're working here. And Mercy at the time didn't have dorms, so I had a little room at the Y in White Plains, and I had a great year. I head over to Dublin, I accomplished everything they want, and they went on strike. I was there for 2 months, sitting in Dublin, and I get a lovely letter from Mercy asking me, they gave me a scholarship, so they asked me what did I want to do. Looked like no prospects for me in Ireland. The strike wasn't ending soon. So I headed back to New York, I headed back to Mercy, and I was so delighted. My career goal was to attend law school, but education chose me. One of my wonderful professors at Mercy pulled me aside one day because Mercy got a letter from Stanford University in California. And I was brought to the dean's office, Dean Jim Mello, I was very nervous, and the president, and they said, Stanford was coming the next week to speak at Mercy, and they wanted a candidate that could go to their law school. So I was all nervous, and I met the credentials for what they look for, and I sat in that office listening to everybody, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then I'm going home, and I'm going, oh, California, that's 6,000 miles away from Ireland. Like, I thought 3,000 was far enough, but 6 just kind of blew me away. That night, I also then got a phone call from one of the sisters who asked me to teach in one of their schools. Well, obviously, you know which path I took, and I've never looked back. And I have Mercy to thank you for that. So much so. So I want to thank Mercy for everything and choices and wise voices in my ears and guidance from professors. So as I stand before you today with this amazing honorary degree, I was thinking, what can I give you that would give you and fuel your story? So I want to tell you a wonderful story that I heard recently from the New York State Chancellor, Lester Young. He was at an MBK event, and he tells the story about an African animal. There is this amazing and magnificent animal in Africa. This animal has a beautiful coat, striking features, and it has a very unique special ability. This animal can jump 10 to 13 feet in the air and cover a distance of 10 yards in one jump. That's up to 30 feet. In addition to this incredible jumping and leaping ability, this animal is also a fast runner. The animal can reach top speeds of 55 miles per hour. And while that isn't as fast as a cheetah can go 75 miles an hour, this animal has a keen mind and will slow down and speed up, and it can run in a zigzag pattern that just confuses the cheetah. What is this magnificent animal? What animal has a vertical leap of 10 to 13 feet and over 30 feet wide? It is the African impala. Impalas are not native to North America, so if you want to see one, we have to go visit a local zoo. Now, for those of you who have been to a zoo to see the beautiful impala, you will notice that it is behind a rather small fence. It's not huge. It's about 3 or 4 feet tall, typically solid, and that's about it. And you can stand there and see. But the question comes, why won't this animal that can jump 10 feet in the air across a span of 30 just jump over this 3-foot solid fence? Why? It's because the impala won't jump over anything it can't see where its feet are going to land. No, the impala cannot see over that small fence. Therefore, it's not jumping over it, and they remain captive in the zoo. They remain in their enclosures by their own self-imposed limitations, the limitation of fear of what's on the other side. And this is called the impala syndrome. My second story for you today joins the impala story because it's a way to combat the impala syndrome. It's a story about a national news reporter who was sent to cover the Olympics in Atlanta when they were held there in 1999. This was a major network news reporter, and he thought he landed his dream assignment. As he waited to hear what event he would cover, he fantasized about reporting upon the excitement of track and field, or maybe it would be gymnastics, so popular, and we had an American team that everyone was rooting for. Or perhaps it would be swimming, diving. He wanted to feel the energy of the crowd, the buzz of Olympic Village, and see the athletes compete in this absolutely wonderful, world-class arena. However, his excitement was soon crushed when he was assigned to cover rowing. Rowing miles and miles and miles outside of Olympic Village on a river that went through multiple locations, no grandstands, no huge crowds. However, after he settled into his assignment and started reporting on the event, he was struck by a very valuable life lesson. He noticed that the rowers were incredible athletes. Of course, this was the Olympics, and they had to deal with variables other athletes didn't have to. He saw that each day of the event, their river, their course, was controlled by nature, not by a machine that prepped the surface. It changed, the flow changed, the turbidity of the water, the rapids, the weather. They were all non-controllable variables impacted by the day. But it could change the river overnight, and on different days it would be rapids or calm, a new sandbar or poor visibility. How different than the pristine, highly controlled water of a pool or the manicured surface of a track or the weather inside of a stadium. Yet these athletes, these amazing athletes, did not see these additional obstacles or variables as limitations. They didn't fear the unknown. What happened overnight? They didn't worry about it. What they couldn't see didn't matter. How? He needed to know. Surprisingly, the athletes were simple in their responses. We control what's in our boat. We don't try to control what we can't. We can't control that river, we can't control the weather. However, we can control what's in our boat. Ourselves, our training, like your degrees, our equipment to successfully navigate the unseen. Controlling what's in their boat, including themselves, allow them to fight the Impala syndrome. So I use this story of the African Impala and the Olympic rowers as a framing conversation, as points for your reflection on your graduation day. Are you a person like the Impala who won't jump over a hurdle unless you can see where your feet are going to land? Or will each of you today look at your credentials, your degree with confidence, and those are the things in your boat, and say with a big yes, I can do that? What are the things you can't see that you think you need to know before you leave, before you go around that bend? What are the things that might be keeping you behind the fence? Will you take courage and strength in who you are today on your graduation day to take on challenges? It takes courage to know that life, that journey, that river, the land on the other side of the wall or that fence will all be obstacles. There are challenges and tests, but it's these challenges that will shape you, that will make you stronger, that you have the courage in your boat. Today, you have completed your degrees at this journey as a Mercy University Maverick. A maverick defined as a trailblazer, an independent thinker with a powerful degree. You are about to embark on your next journey, your chapter. Your degree will take you over your choppy water, and it will help you with blinds, and it will help you over that wall. A Mercy University graduate doesn't say, yes, I want to take this leap, but there are lots of unknowns, lots of places where I can misstep, stumble, and bends, and rapids that I can't see, and I fear failure. No, a Mercy University graduate does say, yes, I want to take this leap, and when I encounter problems and obstacles, I know that I may stumble, and that stumble will help me learn, grow, and keep striving forward. So, today, Mercy University Mavericks, I wish you years of health and happiness. Your degrees and studies will carry you far. You simply just need to leap. You've got this. It's in your boat. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mary Fox Alter. Congratulations again. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Josette Williams to offer the undergraduate student address on behalf of the School of Nursing class of 2025.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, families, friends, and my fellow amazing graduates. I am truly honored to be the undergraduate commencement speaker for the School of Nursing class of 2025. My name is Josette Williams, and I am a proud immigrant of Trinidad and Tobago. When I was 13, my mother selflessly sent my sister and I to join my father in New York, believing that it will give us a brighter future. As I stand here today, I can see that their sacrifice was not in vain. Okay? Their love-fueled sacrifices stay with me every single day. I chose nursing because it is more than a career. It is about heart and humanity. To me, there is no greater privilege than making anyone feel seen, heard, and cared for. And that is the essence of nursing. One of my clinical instructors always said to us, seek to understand. Every patient we meet has a story, And while we may see them at their most vulnerable, it is our kindness and empathy that can make all the difference. Mercy's Accelerated Weekend program has been one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences of my life. Many of us juggled full-time jobs, parenting, and personal obstacles, all while chasing this dream. We sacrificed sleep, we sacrificed time with loved ones, and we pushed through moments of doubt because giving up was not an option. It's that resilience that makes us nurses. Thank you so much to our support systems. We will not be here without you. It was not an easy feat. My daughter has been my driving force behind this incredible journey. To my father, thank you for being my rock. Your unconditional love and support throughout the years is the reason I am standing here today. To my fellow graduates, take pride in this achievement. We've accomplished what once seemed impossible. We have earned the privilege to heal. May our hands bring skill, our minds bring knowledge, and our hearts bring the boundless compassion that first called us to nursing. Congratulations, class of 2025. I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Vanessa Marte to offer the graduate student address on behalf of the School of Nursing.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today as a proud graduate of the Family Nurse Practitioner Program at Mercy University. Like many of you, my journey to this moment has been anything but simple. It has been full of late nights, long clinical hours, and moments of doubt, but also filled with growth, purpose, and resilience. We came to Mercy with a vision to become compassionate, skilled providers who make a real difference in the lives of our patients and communities. And today, we leave with so much more than a degree. We leave with a deeper understanding of our role. To my fellow family nurse practitioners, we didn't just survive this program, we rose to the challenge together. Through every exam, every clinical rotation, and every patient interaction, we leaned on each other, lifted each other up, and proved that this work is not just what we do, but who we are. To the School of Nursing, our professors, mentors, families, and loved ones, thank you. Your unwavering support made this day possible. On a personal note, I want to thank my amazing loved ones who are here with me today. Your unconditional love and support over the last 3 years carried me through the hardest moments of this journey. I share this accomplishment with each of you. To the graduates of the School of Education, you've taught us that healing and learning go hand in hand. Together, as future educators and healthcare providers, we step into a world that needs both compassion and action. Today is not just an end, but a beginning. Let's go forward with courage, humility, and heart, ready to serve, ready to lead, and ready to change the world. Congratulations, class of 2025, we did it.
Thank you, Ms. Marte. Congratulations. President Parrish will now preside at the conferral of the honorary degree for the School of Nursing. Assisting again is Mercy University trustees, Mr. Gary Bernstein and Mr. James Jenkins.
President Parrish, it's my distinct honor to present Paloma Esquerdo Hernandez for an honorary degree.
Paloma Esquerdo Hernandez, you are a transformative healthcare leader whose unwavering commitment to community health has improved the lives of countless New Yorkers and established a model for equitable healthcare delivery across the nation. As President and Chief Executive Officer of Urban Health Plan, you have masterfully expanded your father's vision from a single health center in the South Bronx into a comprehensive network of 12 federally qualified community health centers, 12 school-based health centers, and 2 mental health facilities serving more than 89,000 patients annually. Your growth strategy has never sacrificed quality for quantity, as evidenced by Urban Health Plan's consistent recognition for excellence, including its distinction as a high-performing health center in 2022. Your holistic approach to healthcare acknowledges that true wellness extends well beyond clinical services. By establishing social service programs and community development projects that address food insecurity, housing instability, and employment, you have tackled the social determinants of health that so profoundly impact underserved communities. The founding of the Dr. Richard Izquierdo Health and Science Charter School in 2010 further demonstrates your commitment to addressing educational gaps and developing a pipeline of future health professionals from within the community. Your leadership extends well beyond your organization, as evidenced by your chair of the National Association of Community Health Centers and your service on numerous local and regional boards. You have used these positions to amplify your impact and advocate for policies that advance health equity on a national scale. Born and raised in the Bronx, you have never forgotten your roots. Your inclusion in the Bronx Walk of Fame, and receipt of the People's Choice Award in Healthcare in 2024 reflect the deep appreciation your home community holds for your tireless advocacy. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New York and the Board of Trustees of Mercy University, I confer upon you, Paloma Izquierdo Hernandez, the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges thereto appertaining.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here to join you this afternoon. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Such a great accomplishment. I want to start off by saying thank you to President Parrish, to the faculty, trustees, all the graduates, family, friends, everyone who's here. Thank you. I am so truly honored to be recognized by the School of Nursing and to receive a degree of a Doctor of Science, honorary degree. I don't have the words to fully express what this honor means to me, because this is something that I never imagined would happen. And I cry a lot, so I just say that. I just put it out there so you don't have to react, just kind of like, all right, she goes again. I want to say that I stand here not because I plan to be here this morning, but really this afternoon, but really because I followed a path of passion, purpose, commitment, did that one step at a time, surrounded by people who believed in the same things I did, and it has been a real village that has helped me get here today. My journey has been in providing and assuring access to healthcare services to some of the most under-resourced communities in New York City. My professional life has been committed to serving communities that often have too little and carry too far much of their own burden, usually because they chose to. I've had the privilege of leading and growing urban health plan, a federally qualified community health system, in a place and at a time where resources have been scarce, but our inner strength has not been. My mission, my why, having grown up in the 60s and being old enough to witness the civil rights movement, but too young to be actively involved, was molded by my realization that inequities existed and that they were unfair and very, very damaging. I set out to help. As a little kid, that's what I wanted to do. And I came to a point where I discovered that I truly found satisfaction in creating systems where people can be seen, cared for, and respected in a way that was understandable and relatable to them. I came to understand that all people have needs that oftentimes extend beyond healthcare, and where the zip code where they live does not have to determine their quality of life. The road I chose was not an easy one and a clear one. Along the way, there have been many challenges, many setbacks, many lessons that taught me that the good fight is worth fighting, and that as soon as one door closes, another one opens, and that I should never forget where I came from and for whom I was showing up for. All of that kept me going. To the class of 2025, I know today is about celebration, but it's also about defining your next steps, your next path in your own journey. Some of you may already have it all figured out. That's great. For others, there's still some figuring out to do. Either way, keep moving, stay open, take calculated risks, and remember to follow your course. Look out for those aha moments when a small action or a small interaction can help define your calling for the rest of your life. Follow it. And as you develop and grow, and you will, remember to never forget where you came from. Remember the people and the places that shaped you. Let them be your grounding, your compass. Remember that the more you accomplish, the more important it becomes to speak for those whose voices are oftentimes silent and rarely heard. Share your successes and help them make space for others. Give to others through your leadership so that one day they may be able to sit in your seat or at even higher ones. Thank you again for this incredible honor. I accept it not just for myself, but on behalf of every person I have worked with and every patient we have served. I accept this honor especially on behalf of my beloved Bronx community and my dad, the late Dr. Richard Izquierdo, who both have molded my character as who I am today. Two things I am is I'm Doc's daughter and I'm a Bronx girl. To the graduates, the world needs you. It needs your passion, it needs your compassion, it needs your courage, and it needs your clarity of focus. Don't ever lose those things that you feel today. Today, you will fill places where others once sat and places where others will sit. Make the most of where you are and where you go. Become all that you can be. Remember that for starters, you are stepping out into this world with a true purpose to make it better than how you found it. Lead with your heart, persevere even when you think you cannot, and wherever life takes you, carry your past, your values, and your community with you. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Espirito Hernandez. Congratulations again. And now, graduates of the class of 2025, it's your turn. President Parrish will preside over the conferral of degrees. For the safety and comfort of all, we request that families and friends remain seated during the conferral of degrees. And in the interest of time and safety, we also ask that the graduates refrain from taking selfies and photos while crossing the stage. President Parrish, I have the distinct pleasure and privilege to present those students who have been certified by the registrar and my faculty colleagues as having completed all the requirements as established by the state of New York for awarding the following degrees: Master of Science and Advanced Certificates. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Eric Martone, Dean of the School of Education, to call the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Dr. Martone.
Thank you, Dr. Greenwood. At this time, we will recognize the candidates for graduate degrees from the School of Education. Congratulations, graduates.
Gia Jonel Toro. Iman Alakouri. Diana Maria Nunez. Gabriela Nicole Mecca, with distinction. Lady Viviana Valencia. Jessica Noble, with distinction. Michelle Anderson, with distinction. Erica E. Serafin. Wilney Estrella. Lynette Marie Coupar, with distinction. Amarilis Caraballo Medina, with distinction. Jillian Ann Nixon. Josefa Gregoria Martinez, with distinction. Elizabeth A. Ackerman. Victoria R. Connolly, with distinction. Itzel Daniela Bolanos. Kimberly Chelsea Bravo. Hadija Davidson, with distinction. Shelley Viola. Elizabeth Hunterman, with distinction. Dana Valentine Aiba, with distinction. Veronica Rivas,
with distinction.
Tatiana Alma Sanon Ellis. Autumn B. Dawson, with distinction.
Kenya Hudson, with distinction.
Emily Rose DiStefano, with distinction. Valerie Agostini, with distinction. Amy Lara Cuenta, with distinction. Carol Karuma, with distinction. Janice Tiffany Ungaro, with distinction. Victoria Nicole Feliciano, with distinction. Chatrice Rossi, with distinction. Charles A. Riggs III. Anthony Espinoza, with distinction. Edward Derek Porter, with distinction. Chanel Jewel Alethea Dormer, with distinction. Lauren Kathleen Correa, with distinction. Shannon Walsh, with distinction. Alexis A. Corpus Salubro. Deborah Maureen Lavick, with distinction. Raina Mack, with distinction. Macarena Mascola, with distinction. Manushka Luisa Montemuino. Victoria Anna Ullman, with distinction. Heather Jane Flegger,
with distinction.
Kendra Elena Flanagan. Olivia Snyder, with distinction. Carmen Ramos, with distinction. Emma Margaret Rose, with distinction. Cynthia Paulino. Janae A. Lee. Julissa Salcedo. Kristen Marie Roldan.
Tim M. Williams, with distinction.
Brianna Faith Thompson, with distinction. Jairus Cooley, with distinction. Regine Monet Prittler. Megan Simone Williams. Anand M. Bias, with distinction. William Ross Walls, with distinction. Johanny S. Lopez,
with distinction.
Jacqueline Rose Smith, with distinction. Yocasta Mazariego. Mandeep Kaur, with distinction. Kenny J. Torres. Kiara Ortiz, with distinction. Jade Hunter Powell, with distinction. Kiara Nicole Parker. Nicole B. Hand, with distinction. Carlina Esther Lajos Ogando, with distinction. Melanie Kamai. Precious Mariah Morales, with distinction. Manuel Torres. Sammy Liu, with distinction. Nicholas Holmes. Daniel John Sniffen. Stephanie Melissa Pacheco, with distinction. Joseph K. Boylan. Kelly Victoria Lorville, with distinction. Saveta Cheremovich, with distinction. Laura S. Berrigan Sanchez. Sara Alioska, with distinction. Diana Lautour. Rosael Revuelta, with distinction. Jocelyn Lopez, with distinction. Melissa Acevedo. Christina Blaze, with distinction. Lucy Rodriguez, with distinction. Tony and Theresa Prisco. Raymond Vuong, with distinction. Nicholas Leonardo Cava, with distinction. Emily Noreta Guarino, with distinction. Jacqueline Orridge. Sherilyn Natasha Maria Raudad. Cassandra Guadalupe Hernandez, with distinction. Amanda Sanders, with distinction. Ana Lucia Cardenas, with distinction. Christina Marilyn Lopreato, with distinction. Kelly Julie Rosenfeld, with distinction. Riley Lily Rose Fitzgerald. Corey Ray Capobianco, with distinction. Fatima C. Camara. Magda Camel. Valeria Belen Cadon, with distinction. Carrie L. Washington, with distinction. Tierra Maxie Spencer, with distinction. Kawan Anthony Moore, with distinction. Amanda Barreto, with distinction. Rachel Sanchez. Lizandra Yvette Zambra, with distinction. Luisana A. Herrera, with distinction. Kaiche Foye, with distinction. Trishana Natoya McKenzie, with distinction. Sasha Alarcon. Lydia Capri Vega, with distinction. Noemi Isabel Ortiz. Gabriela Martinez, with distinction. Sarah Salima Satnari, with distinction. Julia Faith Guyon, with distinction. Noah L. Walker, with distinction. Alexa Marie Familia. Crystal Rodriguez, with distinction. Jency Charles. Alicia Martinez, with distinction. Michael J. Petralisi. Edwin Trinidad. Mark Austin. Shoki M. Zindani, with distinction. Daniel T. Vasquez, with distinction. Natasha Fernandez, with distinction. Isha Monet Polk Sides, with distinction. Jessie A. Lanza, with distinction. Joan Marie Day Breeze, with distinction. Alexandra Josephine Hees, with distinction. Ashley Adela Schildwachter, with distinction. Stephanie Hyacinth, with distinction. Caitlin Elizabeth Lang, with distinction. Tarkisha M. Hall, with distinction. Rose Laura Rousseau, with distinction. Haley Green Rosa. Priscilla Soto. Denise L. Johnson. Sadia Haynes. Isabella Alessandra Rulli. Jocelyn Ninson, with distinction. Morgan Mitchell, with distinction. Jessica Norma Estrella, with distinction. Tiana Marie Oda. Wesley Alexander Cancro, with distinction. Ashley R. Coomer, with distinction. Kelly Taylor, with distinction. Destiny Vega, with distinction. Shannon C. Silva, with distinction. Yairi Y. Cedillo. Kelly R. Palagwachi, with distinction. Benjamin Kafka. Ashley Danielle Grippo, with distinction. Ana Guadalupe Monroy, with distinction. Melissa Michelle Torres. Melissa Clements, with distinction. Jana Lee Woodward. Prina Perpepi, with distinction. Kalani Samantha Callahan, with distinction. Angel Jose Garcia.
Thank you, Dr. Greenwood. It is my pleasure to recognize the candidates for the Master of Science degree from the School of Nursing. Congratulations, graduates.
Esther Ngozi Joku. Emilia Quarty. Kiameka Jane Akudake. Amina Ndiaye. Alexandra Picard. Brittany Christine Guzman, with distinction. Yan Ling, with distinction. Matthew John Bunyan, with distinction. Marcia Desiree, with distinction. Claudette Lorraine Smith. Dana A. Fitzpatrick. Laura Mae Thorpe, with distinction. Oloma K. Okoro. Anna Melissa Sales-Valdi, with distinction. Kawana S. Brown, with distinction. Yvette D. Jackson. Tatiana Montoya, with distinction. Jennifer M. Lewis Muschetta. Marissa Ramsey. Vanessa Nelis Marte, with distinction. Rashida J. Anderson, with distinction. Simone Hamilton Gale. Elizabeth Abraham Prazen. Amanda Maria Brenes. Quaisha Deandra Moorfield, with distinction. Alicia Moesha Williams. Kristen Ramdio, with distinction. Lily Beth Lopez. Reese Roche. Victoria Agayeva. Fatu C. Malang Jobarte.
It is my further pleasure to recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree from the School of Nursing. Congratulations, graduates.
Christopher Chichioke, cum laude. Atara M. Klein, cum laude. Janelle Clark Thomas. Deborah Ogur Isaiah. Tequila Eubanks. Ophelia Owusu, cum laude. Keisha Medina, magna cum laude. Nicole Renee Sonia Salter. Genesis de la Cruz. Nicole Ann Marie Saunders, cum laude. Brittany Scott, cum laude. Kimberly Mystere Balboa. Claudia Ramales, cum laude. Shireen Michaelina Williams. Gina Charmaine Teachmaker. Tatiana Ordonez, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lopez, magna cum laude. Minu Benny, magna cum laude. Nayeli Leonela Sarmiento Bermeo, cum laude. Michelle Tracy Edwards, cum laude. Olivia McCullia Davis. Fatima M. Mahir, cum laude. Samantha Martel Yolanda, cum laude. Josette Williams, magna cum laude. Brittany Marie Tomala. Nady Elizabeth Avila. Jeffrey John Spencer, magna cum laude. Maria Laura Shelley, magna cum laude. Gabriela Calderon, cum laude. Suhail Semacares, magna cum laude. Brianna Chure. Julia Isabella Prieto, cum laude. Kubrat Onainka Fadahunsi. Janelle Arnell Carr, cum laude. Afeinwa Elizabeth Ayikoye, cum laude. Lindsay Josephine Murillo, magna cum laude. Brian Anthony Popovich. Sara Dacic, cum laude. Nukba Mahmood, magna cum laude. Ariona Rossi, cum laude. Natalie Reales, summa cum laude. Deja Nicole Chamberlain, summa cum laude. Michaela Courtney Gary, magna cum laude. Sandra Ohenewa Urenchi, summa cum laude. Alina Liz Elho, magna cum laude. Sadia Rohoman, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Winnington. Joshua George Varghese, summa cum laude. Marie L. Jetta, magna cum laude. Thaya I. Cuevas. Renee T. Goddard. Khadija Mohammed, magna cum laude. Kosiso Chukwu Okongo, summa cum laude. Judme Barthélemy. Mikael Louise, magna cum laude. Julianne Nicole Fair, cum laude. Charisma Denise Thornhill. Regine Judy. Chisholm E. Ihejerica, cum laude. Rain China Zongmuoka, cum laude. Favor N. Iguogu, magna cum laude. Valerie Eureka Brainbridge, cum laude. Jamila Adu, cum laude. Esther Asante, summa cum laude. Jemima Taylor. Carlene Delona Robbins, magna cum laude. Laverne A. Jackson, cum laude. Abina Ambonsa, cum laude. Erica Sela Agbabitor. Gladys Nalawe, cum laude. Marlena Fadugba, cum laude. Mark Corey Owens, cum laude. Alicia Natalie Moore. Genesis N. Perez. Jasseth Melanie Cox. Melanie N. De Suyo Estonina. Rebecca Charles. Valentine Sana. Jade Emerald Budai. Umu Magane. Rugi Drame. Yana Gumane. Robert Chacha. Samantha Henriquez. Jessica Gutierrez. Precious Ejir Odum. Mamuna Juf. Akosua Opare Ohenewa. Chigoziri Andrew Akataobi. Benedicta Boateng. Sarah Hakim. Rachel Nana Ose. Laju Kuyatsemi. Josephine Sintum Adjaman. Vivian A. Melo de Souza. Lauren Wood. Precious Nadesh Skinner. Kira Ayana Cunningham. Krista Ashley Novello. Ahmad Shah. Amir Saeed. Shamsida Sharmi. Ifeoma Rita Udochukwu. Hira Qureshi. Sophia Frederick. Julie Chu. Maria T. Magat. Hudevi Budra. Afsana Khan. Alicia Ali. Chelsea Greenleaf Negri, cum laude. Sandra Squara, magna cum laude. Jenny Bruno, magna cum laude. Maya Alexandria Marines, summa cum laude. Safiatu Chan, cum laude. Maya Henry. Jacqueline Sanchez Rojas, magna cum laude. Jahira Coy. Jesse Vicente. Ruby Aguirre Odum, magna cum laude. Jaylene Feliciano, cum laude. Naman Kohli, magna cum laude. Arian Chelsea Carrington, cum laude. Samtina McLaren, summa cum laude. Shonda Stewart, cum laude. Janelle A. Finn, cum laude. Janielle K. Anna Finn Bailey. Tiara Veronica Baptiste Cuffey, summa cum laude. Don A. Smith, magna cum laude. Michael Nitsai, summa cum laude. Lixedi Tejada, cum laude. Destiny McDonald. Treasure Nia Smith. Jessica Rosemary Esada. Melanie Sade Hendrickson, summa cum laude. Victoria Ashley Gachette, cum laude. Trisha Susan Varghese, cum laude. Gabriela Soriano, magna cum laude. Jovelyn Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Woo Yong Lee, summa cum laude. Allison Patricia Asensio. Gerard Morales. Dashome Gabriel Abebe, magna cum laude. Isaac Stephen Benjamin, cum laude. Brooke Isabella Adams, magna cum laude. Behia Azemi. Sadia Afroj, cum laude. Mantaha Manen. Lorraine Milagros Polanco. Gina Tatiana Sosa Fuentes. Herminia I. Williams. Nia Rochelle Blue. Leslie Bermeo. Kiara Maritza Gonzalez. Yvette Caridad Zimmerman.
Charlene Hernandez.
Joseph Salerno. Jasmine Francine Cruzana Bagba. Megan Elise Flannery. Kimberly Darlene Reyes. Stephanie Lena Pierre. Luis Alberto Aguilar Diaz, summa cum laude. Jeffrey B. Cordero, cum laude. Julia McSwiney, cum laude. Gianna Rossi, cum laude. Fanta Nian, magna cum laude. Karen Michelle Melendez. Bridget Mitten. Jocelyn Nicole Seguencia, cum laude. Jessie Ernestina Contreras, magna cum laude. Michaela Medine, magna cum laude. Alessia Carolina Petrosino, magna cum laude. Lovna Fizeme. Taylor Rose Cunningham. Genesis Caitlin Jimenez Guzman, magna cum laude. Hortensia Mirela O'Reilly, cum laude. Cynthia Rodiles, magna cum laude. Luis Miguel Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Catherine Bazzi, cum laude. Luz Nereida Rivera, magna cum laude. Hope Guadalupe Diaz, magna cum laude. Levana de Teresa Gualpa, cum laude. Tristan Reed Robert. Emily Salazar, cum laude. Catherine Betzabel Ramirez Alvarado, cum laude. Alice Thomas, cum laude. Kimberly Andina Ruiz, magna cum laude. Chinyare Eucaria Okwuosa, magna cum laude. Michelangelo, cum laude. Colin James McGuire, cum laude. Cruz Douglas Dittis, summa cum laude. Stephanie Guettez, summa cum laude. Noemi Victoria Henriquez, summa cum laude. Regina Butcher, cum laude. Anne-Marie Loper, summa cum laude. Catherine Garcia, cum laude. Carolyn Erica Chantel Otero, magna cum laude. Lorinelle Barris, magna cum laude. Anita Samira Krapa. Suzette Janina Ponce, magna cum laude. Kiana Thompson. Jasmine A. Morris, magna cum laude. Leslie Marilyn Iglesias, cum laude. Royaldo Walter Fisher, cum laude. Joyce Doreen Opon, cum laude. Janelle R. Newby. Ira A. Austin. Senya G. Palino, summa cum laude. Keisha Burgess, magna cum laude. Marcia Jennifer Johnson, cum laude. Natalia Patino. Carrion R. Gilpin. Temitope Evelyn Famiasin. Raquel Checo. Lissy Alicia Cummings, magna cum laude. Chinelo Ume. Lobsang Nyandak. Pavita Chawivong. Aisatu Jawo, cum laude. Maximina Karina Constantino, magna cum laude. Jane Ann Iannone, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Armida Galdames Rosales, cum laude. Cynthia Naomi Tejada, cum laude. Jelisa Janine Scott, cum laude. Omodiano, cum laude. Alicia Maria Cabrera, cum laude. Victoria Cecilia Torres, magna cum laude. Jasmine Rafaela Bermudez. Kareem C. Kerr, summa cum laude.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Graduates, please rise. What a gorgeous moment. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New York and the Mercy University Board of Trustees, I formally confer the appropriate degree upon all graduates who have successfully completed their course of study. All right, graduates, do your thing. Turn your tassels from right to left. Families, friends, colleagues, our distinguished guests, it is my privilege to present the graduating class of 2025. Please join me in congratulating our graduates. Each of you graduates has answered the call to a life of service. We look forward to seeing where you go, but don't forget, we are here, we are your foundation. My faculty colleagues have given you such a strong place from which to grow and build your careers, and we can't wait to see you take the world by storm. Congratulations again on this milestone achievement.
Thank you, President Parrish. The audience is asked to remain in place until the platform party processional is complete. Congratulations, members of the class of 2025, and best wishes for an enjoyable summer and rewarding future. This concludes the 90th commencement exercises for Mercy University.